Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hey guys, Brian Mayer with another episode of the REI Classroom, and today we're going to talk about what is an equitable interest and how do you obtain one.
This show is sponsored by PassiveRental.com.
Okay guys, what is an equitable interest and how do I get one, and specifically how do I use this in the world of short sales? Well, an equitable interest, let's start at the foundation, is something that's granted to you as the investor buyer from the seller, the owner of record, okay? How do you get it? We use a simple 3-page addendum called a supplemental short sale addendum, and there's very specific language in that addendum, and by the homeowner, the seller, granting and agreeing to this, giving you this equitable interest, this right, is how you get it. Okay, a lot of people don't understand that. Well, how do I get it? Do I have to record something on public record? Do I have to do this? Do I have to get it notarized? No, absolutely not. By simply executing that addendum, which again is a very simple 3-page contract, it goes with the agreement of sale or with your purchase agreement. It gets scanned in as one document and sent off to the bank. So now all parties are notified that this equitable interest exists. You have provided full disclosure, which, as you know, in the world of real estate, especially real estate investing, is very important. Okay, disclose, 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 and you're ready to begin. Now, what exactly does an equitable interest do for you as an investor? An equitable interest, first of all, you have to understand, is not an ownership interest. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions out there. There's a lot of people who I believe incorrectly try to take possession of someone's deed. Now, you have to understand, if someone is in a financial problem or going through a rough time where they're not able to pay their mortgage, they're literally losing their house, to come to them and say that you want them to sign over their deed into a trust is a very hard thing to do. And frankly, it's a very unnecessary thing to do. Now, I can tell you that many years ago, one of the strategies that worked very well was to create a land trust, have the deed transferred over, and obtain what's called an equitable interest, okay? Well, the way that we did it there, you would actually do an assignment of the beneficial interest in the trust, and that's how you would close the deal. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it, because we don't do that anymore, and frankly, I don't know anybody who does. So the new way of doing this, again, it gives the homeowner peace of mind that you're not trying to take their deed. It remains in their name. You're simply a buyer with that 3-page addendum, which grants you the equitable interest. So then, Brian, you say, well, what exactly does it do for you? Well, if it's not an ownership interest, what is it? It's a controlling interest, guys. It's a controlling interest, meaning it gives you certain rights, legal rights, to do things with that property prior to taking legal ownership. Specifically, it gives you the right to market, to list the property, to market it for sale prior to you even owning it. So if you're going along in a short sale, you do your analysis at the beginning. You determine, okay, here's the top line price I'm willing to pay based on all of our analysis. And then the bank comes back and they want a certain price, which is always very high. And then you continue with your negotiating, you send in your supporting data, and you're trying to go back and forth and get that price to come down. And generally it does. But at the end of the day, you realize that there's just not enough room to buy this house. You were going to buy it, maybe just do a ride out the whole period and resell it for a profit, or maybe you were going to do a little mini rehab or a full rehab, whatever the case may be. Or maybe you were going to buy it and hold it and put it in your inventory, right? A buy and hold property to long-term income. But after the numbers came back, it just doesn't make sense. So you as the investor have every right to make the decision not to buy the property. So you, as a service to the homeowner, and also so how you can actually get paid for your efforts, you need to line up and find an alternate buyer. And there's many ways to do that, which we've talked about in other trainings. You can work your buyers list. You could do networking. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but one of the smartest and fastest is to put it back active on the MLS. Every short sale legally has to be listed on the MLS. Your contract, when you go and start your job in the negotiating, will allow it to go pending, under contract, whatever your local MLS calls it. But at a certain point in time, if you determine that it doesn't make financial sense as an investor to continue and buy this property, and you decide to back yourself out of the deal, you can then make the property back active and start collecting backup offers. When these offers come in, you now have the legal right to receive them in addition to the homeowner, so that you can review them together and decide which one to take, which one to release your equitable interest to for a fee, which is how you get paid in the term of a release and termination of contract. And therefore, you can actually get paid for never having done the deal and never, frankly, having seen the house. which we'll talk about in another training. So guys, that's what an equitable interest is. That's how we use it. That's the legality of it. I tried to keep that pretty basic. There's a lot more in-depth trainings that we have on this. But for right now, I hope that helps. And until the next one, get out there and make some money. We'll talk to you soon.
PassiveRental.com is your source for turnkey, done-for-you rental properties. If you'd like to be an investor and not a landlord, please visit PassiveRental.com to learn how to purchase cash-flowing, professionally managed rental properties in the hottest rental markets across the country. We can also help connect you with financing for your next property. Invest the easy way today and get started by visiting PassiveRental.com. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of FlipNerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at FlipNerd.com. Please check out the FlipNerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at FlipNerd.com/shows, or simply search for FlipNerd in the iTunes Store.